I think I'm recording. I'm not sure. I'm going to ask Tavis. I'm going to turn the camera around. It's hard to see in this sun. Yes, okay. Our next session. A warm day. It's going to get warmer and warmer. We've got Beta harnessed up. We're going to ground drive him. Not just lead him. Because I didn't like the way he was behaving. There was something bothering him in the last session. I don't want that feeling to linger. So we're going to ground drive him, not in the big pasture, just around in the back pasture and this training pasture. If he behaves, we're going to bring him back here. And then we've got a halter on Alpha. I'm pretty sure he'll go with us. We're going to have Alpha in this small training session, and I'm going to start letting him know what it's going to be like to have something or somebody on his back. Kids can ride alpacas up to 100 pounds or so. I'm an old lady, 81 years old, 120 pounds. But it wouldn't be a good idea for me to get on his back. But I can start letting him know what it's going to feel like to have somebody on his back. And the reason I'm doing that is because my grandson, 4 years old, might want to come here this summer to ride Alpha. Okay, let's see how Beta is performing today. I watched a video ground driving and obstacle courses where somebody actually backed their alpaca through a corridor like that. I would love to be able to do that. It's a long-term objective, but we keep looking forward to learning more, doing more, enjoying working with our alpacas, Alpha and Beta, more and more. And if we hit hard spots of learning, teaching, we'll, with repetition, get past them. I'm confident. Okay, so Beta's looking to see if Alpha's coming. Alpha's interested in something else. We still only have 2 team members here. Alma, who used to work with us, is now in rehab. Her dog is being cared for by her friend. Okay, and I am, as usual, relentlessly pursuing my goals. Sonia Sokolow, the urban alpaca girl. We might start meeting earlier because it's going to get even warmer next week. And it's pretty warm already now, and it's only 10 o'clock in the morning. And by the way, the last few minutes of our last few shows did not upload in the first part of the show. I'm beginning to think that somehow there's a 30-minute limit the way we're videoing. Rather than trying to figure that one out right now, we'll just try to make our shows less than 30 minutes. Okay, here we are standing in the shade. It is much more comfortable in the shade. My alpaca boys are very willing. They came in without discussion today from the large pasture. They knew they were going to be going to school this morning because Tavis went out and got them. And quite frankly, this morning when I came and opened the gate to the large pasture and had carrots to distribute, I told the boys, "You're coming to school at 10 o'clock. Yeah, I don't want him to be upset. I don't want him to remember that last time he was uncomfortable.
I'm going to grab that long stick.
Okay. Oh, Tavis is going back to get my long arm extension. I did go to my other barn where I have a lot of large farm animal tack, and I brought a very long arm extension. So he's thinking, and rightfully so, correctly so, if he has that arm extension in his hand and he's not getting the right answer from Beta, he'll tap him on the butt. We can actually use it too to desensitize him on his legs if it's a problem. Okay, I'm gonna let him come back out here. Okay, he's tapping him. Maybe tap him on the butt, on the top. Good. And couple it with some kind of a verbal cue. With horses, we always went clucked. We can do whatever cue we want. And here comes Alpha. He's saying, what are you guys doing? Okay. He's wanting to go to the back pasture. Beta's not quite sure what he's supposed to be doing. But he's not upset. Oh, he just kicked out. Okay, that's because Davis touched him with the long arm extension. Okay, it now looks like Beta is saying, okay, my buddy's out here, I'm coming out here. Now we're in the beautiful back pasture. Irrigates here every morning around 7 for about a half hour, and it's staying nicely green. As a matter of fact, we probably should mow it. Okay, Alpha's moving. Good. Excuse me, Beta. Beta's moving. And it looks like he's going where Tavis is asking him. He's a little bit, I can tell by his body language, a little bit concerned. They want to know what the right answer is. That I'm sure of. Horses, cows, alpacas, any large farm animal in training would like to know what it is they need to do to be good. But then again, they are prey animals, so they're always concerned about their safety. Cluck or say walk or whatever it is, but be consistent. Use the same term every time. I'm going to walk a little closer. Remember, the ground is definitely not flat. And there are weeds here and there, and I don't want to trip. But I want to show you how it's going with Beta today in our Urban Alpaca Girl show on the last day of June 2025. See, Beta, the way I'm reading what I see, Tavis is touching him on his leg, and he's saying, wait, what's that feeling? And he's looking to me to be a little bit confused. You know, when you ride a horse, you squeeze with your calves when you want him to go forward. Let's make it the cue. Just touch him behind his tail, on his back, and say something like walk, trot. or cluck. I'm going to walk closer again. Our lessons don't have to be long, but we don't want to stop on a bad note. We want to find our moment of resolution. I'm going to head them off at the pass here by going next to the back of shed 2. And we want to save time to offer him my blended carrot mulch. I brought out proper tools and bowls and so forth. And I want to see if they'll know and like blended carrots. Now he's going forward. Okay, we're going through the back gate into the training area. While I'm at it, I'm going to open up this gate because they have access here during the day and the night from this open gate to go back and forth between the sheds. We just close it when we're going to work with them because we don't want to confuse them about what they're doing when they go to school. In the mornings, I told you, and in the evenings, I or somebody that works with me and for me puts carrots out. I always put them up in the feeders, but they often end up on the ground. But the alpacas seem to be getting better at just eating them when they fall on the ground. Good. See, he's looking over here. He's not sure what's the right answer. Okay, it looks like Tavis is going to bring him back out this way. He's picking up a little bit of a trot. He's not sure what the right answer is. He's trying to be a good boy, in my opinion. Remember, I'm a trainer with decades with large farm animals and a math tutor for many decades for public school and private school and charter school children, even college students who never learned how to get a common denominator when they were in elementary school, but find that they need to know when they become career-oriented and have to take classes to satisfy the requirements for their credentialing. Okay, now Beta's not sure. And Tavis, yeah, is letting him know, shaking the ground driving lines, touching them. If he gets to here, the training area, I'd say let's find that moment of resolution, bring him in. I'm hoping Alpha is on his way. He's over there eating a carrot from the feeder. He's not sure. He's not sure what is the right answer, but he's being reasonable. He doesn't look stressed like he was in his last session. See, if we had an extra person, Tavis could be working the ground driving lines with better direction as to right or left. A pressure on the right means turn to the right. A pressure on the left means turn to the left. You know, I'm walking closer. Alpha's still over at the feeder with the carrots in front of shed 3. Okay, Alpha seems to be coming now. Let's give him a moment. I think he will come in, and then close this panel. Oh, he stopped. No, now he's coming. That's why we have the halter on him. We want to at least hold on the halter, and I'm going to start touching him on his back. Because if he's going to have a saddle or something on his back, I want to desensitize him to that feeling. We've done it briefly, but it was months ago. Okay, now can you come and close this panel? It looks like Alpha knows that this was the right place to be in school this morning. Okay, you can take everything off of Beta and then just put the lead line on Alpha. Remember how hard it used to be to untack Beta? He's much better now. He knows what he's supposed to be doing. But you know, that feeling of self-protection is stronger than that feeling of, well, I want to accommodate. And that's why we do what we call desensitization, so he doesn't get scared by feelings that he doesn't understand. Here is my bowl for my carrot mulch. And my carrot mulch that was blended from whole carrots is in this plastic bag. And as soon as I have done what I want to do with the camera in my hand to start desensitizing Alpha to feelings on his back and on his sides, then we'll take the halters off, we'll put the carrot mulch down and see if they like it. It's a bigger bowl than what I brought out before. Even though their noses are so skinny, they didn't want to dip down into it. And I kind of lose track of time because I'm goal-oriented, so I don't know how long we've been videoing today. I hope we'll be able to show you without the end of the show being cut off whether or not they like carrot mulch that's made from blended carrots. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to have Alpha be desensitized with Tavis's help by putting this on his back. And then I'll video it. You're going to put it on his back and you're going to touch him on the sides, and then we can, it's like a saddle cinch. Next time we can cinch it up and he'll feel that cinch feeling. See, if you grab them on the neck, they usually stop. They know that that means, hold on, I gotta do what he's asking me. Put that cinch on his back. Okay, he's saying what's going on. He doesn't recognize this right now, even though months ago we did a little bit of this. No, he's not sure. He came back here thinking, I think, that school was almost done. Yeah, walk around, and even if it falls, he shouldn't be afraid. Let's see what he says. If it falls, maybe move it forward and backward on his back so he feels that. You know, who knows if you're, especially if you're riding without a saddle, where he'll be feeling somebody sitting on his back. That was good. Well, remember, don't, you're going to walk out with him? Okay, all right. Because I really want to do the carrot mulch. Oh, he's being verbal. He's not sure why he has to go out. I think he thought school was done. But I agree. Go through the corridor. Sometimes when I come out here, one or two of those cross pieces, PVC pipe is down on the ground. I know the boys have been fooling around out here. Good, good. Yeah, good, right. I texted my youngest daughter, who has the 4-year-old, that I consider Alpha and Beta to be very willing livestock. I enjoy to work with them. I send her the ability to watch these videos on YouTube, and I'll let her see how we're progressing towards the objective of somebody lightweight, no more than about 100 pounds, riding Alpha, with or without a saddle. You know that the Western show the whites riding on saddles, and mostly the Indians riding without saddles. That's good. I'm okay on you finding your moment of resolution and bringing them back here. That's a good first step. I honestly think he was surprised that he was going to be learning anything today, but he's okay on it. And it is very warm. We'll talk about maybe starting earlier for our next lesson. Because when I come out here at dawn, I have to wear a sweater. That's how cool it is when the sun isn't up. Okay, now looks like Beta's going to follow you. They're both kind of panting. They do have tubs to get cool with. Good, good. That was a great first lesson. But let's close the panel before you take Alpha's halter off. Oh, Beta thinks he's done. Well, okay, let's see if Alpha likes the carrot mulch. If you can grab it through.
I'm gonna leave him altered real quick.
See, what you're gonna do is pour that mulch into that bowl, and I have a spoon, and put it down, and see if he even understands what carrot mulch is. Remember, I couldn't get them to eat apple pieces, but I've seen alpacas on YouTube eating apple pieces. They kind of didn't understand, and I wasn't persistent enough to follow through. Okay, let's see what he says. Yeah, bring it right up to his mouth. He's smelling it. Yeah. It looks like, you know what we're going to do? It's the same thing we did with the apple pieces. We're going to leave it out for them close to shed 2 and see if they figure it out by the end of the day. Otherwise, maybe I'll need an even bigger bowl. Okay, he's checking it out. Nope, not enough. Not enough. Okay. All right, so take the halter off, let them out. I hope we're going to be able to upload this whole video, and we'll put the blended carrot mulch close to, oh, he's going up to it. Oh, interesting. Yeah, he's wondering what that is. Instead, he's eating some dry grass because it doesn't irrigate here. Okay, now he's going back to it, but he hasn't dived his nose and mouth into it. We'll find a big container that he would feel comfortable getting closer to the carrot mulch. And we'll see if alpha and beta like blended carrots. Okay, so can you open the panel inward? I'd like to see if beta comes in and checks out this mulch on the ground. Alpha's definitely going out, but on the way he's eating his dried weeds. Nope. You know what? Take that container over to the rubber mats in front of shed 2 and leave it on the ground. I don't think the ants will get to it, and at the end of the day, I'll see if the boys checked it out. And as you can see, they know school is over for today, so I'm going to close the camera. Urban Alpaca Girl Show on the last day of June 2025. Please comment, subscribe, or contact me, soniasokolow@gmail.com. I feel that this was a very good lesson for the boys today.